Yeah, it's 3 a.m. Okay, so we've been up hella early to shoot effectively sunrise. So it's difficult because it was like really cloudy this morning. So the shots weren't quite exactly what we wanted, but it still kind of looks good. So I'm happy with that. We're gonna try again maybe tomorrow morning for a second sunrise because it might be a little bit less cloudy tomorrow. So we'll see. So it's 6:30 now. We haven't had breakfast yet, so we're going to do that very quickly and then head back into the city because there is a march happening that we want to film. Yeah. Footage is good, but imagine organizing an event and then you don't pitch to your own event. Wow. Like, wow. Great footage though. Also, remember when my bag broke at the airport in Johannesburg? Thank you. Okay, that mall was horribly full. I forgot that it was Black Friday weekend, so people were just walking so crap, and the shops were like packed. It's a little scary, honestly, like anxiety and like so many people in one space at one time. Yeah, dumping footage is not like the funnest job ever. Like my footage from this vlog and the actual footage from what we've been shooting for this little film is on the same card because I've been shooting with my camera. So just trying to separate them out is just being annoying to say the least. Like Polokwane has a very strong like colonial heritage here that is still very much like strong. So it used to be known as Pietersburg. The school, the hospital, and some of the buildings and stuff are still named, you know, something like Pietersburg Secondary School or Pietersburg Hospital. So as opposed to, you know, transforming the name as we did with like a lot of towns in South Africa when they changed their names post-apartheid, there seems to be this very strong kind of holding on to that colonial stuff, which is a little bit odd. Like in terms of the architecture of the buildings in Polokwane, it's a little weird for two reasons. Firstly, the design is very like old. And when you look at the buildings, it's not even like they're vintage, it's just like bad designing. So I don't know if that's part of like it being just like really old, or if like people didn't like pay enough money to the architects when they were originally designing the buildings that they look the way they do. And then secondly, which maybe also speaks a little bit to the design and the allocation of resources, I guess, a lot of the buildings, in particular like the state buildings, are like starting to look not so nice. Like they've all been weathered and faded. Like they are old. So maybe it's a matter of, resources, that there aren't funds available for maintenance, but that's weird because that's something that you usually plan in your budgets, in government budgets, as part of your quarterly or your yearly budget. If they are being allocated that budget, then effectively, how are they spending that money? Because these signs are old. I don't know. The city is a little weird in its structure and architecture. Aside that, we also did attend a GBV march, specifically organized by queer people and organizations. It made me realize that in Cape Town, we don't have a lot of these queer spaces that are dedicated to events driven. So we might have something around Pride specifically. With this march, they were protesting GBV, specifically this in the context of hate crimes against LGBTQIA plus persons. And then following that, there was this kind of community gathering where people could chill and lum and talk and have a drink if they wanted, which is something that we do not have in Cape Town. And I'm wondering why that is. I think we need to bring that back in some kind of way. This aspect of community in Cape Town, particularly amongst queer people, I think we need those safe spaces for our people. And it was nice. It was this outdoor picnic in the park thing. They organized music and stuff. And, there were pamphlets and resources and people handing out condoms and lube and stuff, which is awesome. Okay, the footage is copied over. Awesome. I've got to get to the edit so that you can actually watch this really, really cool video. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.